Other things to know about orientation to facts before I move on to adulting is the fact that everything that a student could possibly need is on Google Classroom. So you can see on my screen now that this is a view of what I have on here. I have all the information they need in a given unit, along with tutorials. If they've missed class, I record one each day just in case, not only if students have missed class, but if they want to go back and review information. If we have students that add in the middle of a semester, which can happen sometimes, there is tutorials on just the basics of our class and how to navigate our interactive notebook, which I'll explain here in a moment. Any graded work that's currently on Infinite Campus is always listed here. Within a given unit, students can complete work the entire time. I don't take late points off on formative assessments or assignments to allow them to work at their own pace and then be able to keep on top of all of their assignments in all 6 classes that they might have. Every day, they can also access what they'll need for class under this topic and then what they need to complete before their next class in this topic. So Google Classroom is definitely something that is good for them to keep an eye on. I also list announcements in the classroom stream, and anytime I list it here and it's very important, I make sure to send it in email format too. So it's very important that students check the stream in Google Classroom and then also check their email daily. As far as major assignments in orientation to facts, I mentioned an interactive notebook. So every unit, they are going to have a unit map that they can follow. This will break down all major assignments that they have, and it also gives them a place to look at and make choices on assignments that they want to take more of a deep dive into. So you can see on my screen here, I'll make it a little bit bigger, that they have a map that they fill out. Every unit, there are required pages they have to complete. We do those in class as a group. They also have pick 3s, pick 2s, and a pick 1. So every unit has 4 lessons, and they can decide what assignments they want to complete for a total of 6 throughout a unit. They do pick 3 assignments that are in their interactive notebook. So when they click on the specific assignment, it will lead them to a page with instructions on what to do. At the end of a unit, after they've completed required pages, their pick 3s and their pick 2s, they get to choose one final project. So they choose the lesson that they like the best, and then they can go through and complete a project to take a deep dive into one of our learning targets. For example, in Unit 2, one of their big projects is a plan your food truck design. So they could go through a simulation to create this and practice some of the things we've learned throughout any given unit. As far as assessments, we do something called a pick 5 at the beginning of a unit. That's a pretest to check for knowledge that they already have. And then we do something called a final 15, which is their summative assessment worth 15 points, checking for understanding of course material. In orientation to facts, we do a little bit of all of the pathways in hopes that they continue on in the direction they want to go to in the Family Consumer Science department. The next course that I teach this semester is #adulting. This is a new course this year, and it focuses on exactly what it sounds like, life after high school. So when you click on in our virtual classroom, the adulting course outline, you'll see something very similar to orientation to facts. Both courses are taught in the same format. So this specific course is going to cover who do I want to be, and we focus on the 7 habits of highly effective teenagers and how they can apply that to themselves now and in the future. In Unit 2, we're going to talk about managing life skills. So they will have a lot of hands-on work, learning how to do such things as renting an apartment, buying their first vehicle, financial literacy, and so on. I will talk more about #adulting in my last video.